Hi, so this is week 4 of Hillside Heart prompts. The prompts for Caroline on the Hillside gave us were texture and favourite things. So texture is actually my most favourite thing anyway, but I'm not going to go with my normal kind of, when I make seascapes, I really go to town. So seascapes are my normal kind of way to get texture in. For example, I use all kinds of things. I might use feathers, I use stippling brushes, stencils, bubble wrap, anything to get that kind of top of the foam, sea foam effect. But today I thought I'd take myself out of my comfort zone and trying to do a sky rather than a seascape. So it shouldn't be too different. However, I'm going to try and attempt to have a more kind of sunsetty one. That's my effect anyway. That's what I want anyway. But yeah, I'm going to see how that works. I've also got some trees, and birds are my favourite thing as well. So that's what I'm going to try and do, something along that line anyway. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this one. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Anyway, my son, this is how, oh my goodness, my son he's nearly 19, but he's just bought me some Christmas presents. Well, I say just bought you. At Christmas, he bought me Christmas presents, but the cutest thing was that he gave me something that he knew that I'd love. So it was so sweet. It was really lovely. Yeah, so today is Friday. I'm not expecting this to be quite so drying so quickly, so I'm just going to get a little bit of water because that's drying a lot quicker than I thought it was. Aha, yeah, that's drying incredibly quickly. I'm not sure why. So let's oh, that's quite a nice effect as well. Yeah, so Friday, yay! What am I going to do? So this weekend I shall be getting my hair cut at 8:30 in the morning, which is really, really early for me. It means I kind of have to uncramp myself a little bit before then, so I might have to get up earlier just to make sure I'm not too stiff. So this is where I'm going to bring my texture in. I'm just going to bring a little bit of dabbing. Okay. Oh dear. She says, oh, why can't I get it off? Oh, I got you. I don't want too much of that one. Yeah. So Friday is it's a bit overcast here today, actually. Very overcast. Something's happened with the there's been a land dispute behind us. Yeah. And this morning someone's come along and taken the metal fences, but we don't know anything about it. So it could be that someone's stolen it for their for weighing in for metal, scrap metal. That is not beyond the realms of possibility here, I'm afraid. Okay. Ooh, don't want too much of that on there, do I? Okay, I'm going to put that to one side and let that dry. So I've just dried that with my heat tool, and I'm going to try a little bit of adding a tiny bit more, oh, tiny bit, she says, tiny bit more drama to the sky, because we seem to have a lot of, you know, pinks and orange skies at the moment. I think that's probably a bit too much, to be honest, so I'm going to take a little bit off. Okay, this is just the background. Tiny little bit of pink, I think. Ooh. Okay, let that one dry as well. So yeah, second round, I did add a tiny few more pink spots as well. And this is where the fun bit starts now, because most of this is probably going to get covered up with some white for the clouds, obviously. Put a tiny drop on. Let's see how this works. So there's a nice bit of texture coming there. I don't know if you can see that from there. I'm going to wipe a little bit of this off as well. Tiny bit on again. And just keep playing until I get it how I want it. Oh, yeah, I think it's starting to look a bit like clouds. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I'm done with the background. Okay, try this. Okay, yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. There's a sort of sky background. It's almost a bit more like a galaxy, I suppose. But there's texture here as well, which is from these old, you know, they get the cotton dishcloths. Cotton, we call them tea towels after you wash the dishes. These are old ones, obviously, but I use them for rags, for all kinds of things, you know. I have sons that like to fix motorbikes, and obviously they find them quite handy. So yeah, I like that as a background, I think. I've got quite a few lovely pieces of, you know, these are cards that I get for Christmas, so I do like to keep those. I'm thinking, but this little bit of a tree poem fits exactly over there, so I'm going to cut that to go on there. And I've got some lovely part of an old book that's got this that could go up there. I think it's going to look gorgeous. A little bit here that I quite like, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. And some more trees and some birds. A very old paper. I'm not too sure. I do love it, but I'm not sure what to do with it. It could be a songbird, maybe. And some, yeah, some nice pictures of birds as well. That was with my bird watch thing. I'm not sure. See, other countries, they have very similar birds, but they might call them different names. So, yeah. This one I love when we get this little goldfinch in our garden. I get lots of the coal tits and robins. I get most of these actually in my garden. I'm very lucky. I've I don't see long-tailed tits very often, but a tree near me last year had about 20 of them, so there was obviously a big nesting season there. So yeah. Ooh. I'm very dry mouthed today. My issue is really bad today. So I think I might try and make a hidden pocket, I think, down here, and then maybe see, I've got some of this very old fringing that is probably Victorian, but it is extremely old and it's just falling apart. However, I think that makes quite a nice, almost like nest, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that one. Now, do I want this one that's quite cartoony, or shall I go with, I think I might go with the bottom of this. So let me, I'm going to glue on that bit first. Yeah, so Friday, Saturday. Saturdays are always my busiest. Actually, the whole weekend. It's, I don't know why they think Saturday or Sunday is a day of rest. It doesn't seem to be at all. It always seems to be the most busiest day. And it's just, yeah, it's tiring, the weekends. It really is. And of course, I'm an introverted person, and at the weekend, my entire family is off work usually, and my husband's energy completely dismatches my own at the moment. So that is something I'm struggling with, and I have told him that, you know, it takes me until about 11 o'clock to get going at the moment, to uncramp myself and, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's a nice little envelope that I've just covered. That would be to do with it. So what have I got left out of this one? I have got this little bit here. I'm going to cut. How about if I rip this section? It's a bit more interesting, isn't it? There we go. So I could put, oh yeah, I do like that. What about with a little sty? I do, I like that. Okay, so where is it cutting roughly? There, okay. Hopefully that sits on. Oh look, and it's like it's made to fit on that page. That's so funny. Okay, take a tiny bit off there. So I am fastly heading towards my third assignment in my degree. It's child youth psychology. I'm child youth studies, sorry. I'm really not sure what I want to do after that. Maybe I might go for, they call it conversion psychology. It's not converting people, by the way. So I really wish they would change it to something else. Basically, it means if you've got a degree in something that's very similar, then you can just top it up with the psychology. So yeah, it's nothing to do with trying to convert people or change their minds, because I know there's nasty things that happen with conversion therapy. So yeah. So I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm doing really well with the degree. I'm getting about between 70 and 85% at the moment. So it's a lot higher than I was expecting. I think it probably helps if you already work in education. So I'm going to fussy cut this a little bit, but not too much. I kind of want it to stand out a little bit, but it is as I've said, it's quite hard for me to cut things too fussily. Put him there, I think. Is he cute? Yeah, quite like. Yeah, I kept forgetting about the paintbrush. I'd end up it'd end up being rock hard, which was fine because I could just add water to it and it'd because it was water-based glue. Okay. Now I do think I do want a nest here, so I'm going to see how I can attempt to kind of make one. This always feels sad doing this, but it is going to end up in the bin anyway. Okay, this is very weird doing this, okay. I might just try and see what happens. It's very weird. And this is going to get very gluey, obviously. I don't want it to be square. I need it to be fairly round. Okay. I don't think I've ever done that before. I've just chucked a piece of material inside a glue pot and then hope for the best. I was hoping to have a little bit of that branch sticking out as well. No, that's fine. Okay. I could have sworn I had a feather here, which would be really cute. Wherever he's gone. I do have a tendency in picking feathers up that have been shed. Yeah, just collecting them, moving them. No, clearly feather did not want to go in today. So, even going back in there. That will go on top there. Yeah, I think it does look like a nest. Okay. Now, what can there must be something else I can add. Does he look a bit strange there? No, he looks fine too. So I could glue this a little bit more here and then put him on top. Actually, I'm going to try and dry this first. So, yeah, I did find a feather. Obviously, it's not a natural one. I thought I'd picked up a natural one. I think I just picked the end up, noticed the end part. I don't know where that came from. Must have been a craft project. Anyway, I quite like the fact it adds some colour to it, so that's good. So, yeah, now this bird's going to go on. It's a fun. I think it's meant to be a goldfinch or a chaffinch. Chaffinch, I think. Just a fun one. A little fun one. It's very cute. So he's on there. In his little nest. Now I wanted something a little bit bigger to go behind here. So I've cut out this, it is an old music sheet from I believe it's the 50s because it's got God Save the King. And obviously not the first one. So this could be from, you know, gosh, some time ago. I feel old. It's not as old. I'm not as old as the music sheet, but yeah. Where's the time gone? Oh, I've done it again. I put the glue on the wrong side. That was my journal spot. Oh no, why do I always do this? It's on this side. Yes, I'm interested to know what is going on with the bars, the fences behind me. Why have they just suddenly disappeared? It's very strange. Okay, I'll let that dry. Hopefully that'll dry quite quickly, the other side as well. If not, I'll have to get my... Now this one I thought was quite plain, so I cut out this little robin, which I thought would be cute. I couldn't do his feet because that was way too... They are tiny. I do have a robin that when I go and feed the chickens, they're not even my chickens. When I go and feed the chickens, it's always there. So now it's got to the point where I just shake the mealworms and he comes running, you know, comes flying. Beep, beep, beep. Hello, I know you've got food for me. Come and feed me. So I thought this would be quite cute, that I could add in a little tick chart of some of the local birds we've got. And that could go inside there. I think that's quite a cute idea. In there. There you go. Okay. Now I want, I think maybe something here. Some tags. That. Oh. I think I do quite like that actually. Okay. Do I want it? I think I do actually want it a little bit sort of scrunched up and, you know, loosey goosey. Let's say add a bit more texture. Okay. I'm just going to quickly dry that other card that I put by mistake. So yeah, and then I've got this the other little bird that went with this one. So I'm going to pop him on here on this little sheet that I've dried. But I want him to be hidden, so like, it's like a little songbird. Okay. That's what happens, you get sticky fingers. So the other week I had a was it alcohol ink. There was pressure building up inside the tube and I didn't realise, and I thought I just squeezed it and it went pop, and it literally went all over my hand, and I ended up with completely blue hands, and I could not get this thing off, and I was like, oh, I've got a big meeting at work, oh my goodness. Yeah, so it took a long time to even get remotely anywhere near acceptable and professional. So yeah, I'm not sure, my camera keeps playing up again today. So let's tuck him down a bit. I think he needs to be a little bit smaller. Not too small because I want him to fit there. So he's going to go in there. My little song.